Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and I'm doing a preview today for the next game in Gabe Barrett's solo Game of the Month series. This is Dieson Crusoe. This is a dice placement version of Robinson Crusoe, basically. I'll be showing you a full solo playthrough, and then at the end of the video giving some thoughts on the play of the game. And a reminder that we take no compensation for our crowdfunding coverage. We just want to help you make an informed decision. And hey, if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else, top 10 lists and such. You can also listen to our podcast for reviews and design discussions, or come and say hi and join the conversation on our Discord. So Dieson Crusoe is heavily inspired by Robinson Crusoe, as you might guess. It's kind of a dice placement action activation game, and you have different quests, each one longer than the last and more challenging. I'm going to do the second one, SOS, so we don't make the video too long. And they'll have some objectives you have to complete and a time frame for doing so. So for mine, I have to get to the top of the mountain and make a flag, one of the tools you can build, within 10 days. So here's the two main boards of Dieson Crusoe. First, the movement one. You'll be moving along these spots. In this case, I got to get all the way up to that mountain top, and then I need to make the flag. Well, I can make the flag whenever I want. You also have a tracker here. It's going to be tracking your days spent, and you'll see that bad things happen as you go into certain days. But then most importantly is this action tracker. So what's going to happen in kind of very brief terms is I'm going to roll 3 dice a turn, and they're going to go up here. The lowest value die is going to move this event tracker around a bit and have something happen there. And then I'm going to resolve 1 die at a time, each one allowing me to move my little meeple here around to resolve different actions like gathering wood, gathering stone, building fences or roofs, hunting animals, sleeping to recover my health, getting food. Once I've resolved all 3 dice, I'll see if the weather gets me or if the animals or people around raid me. And then the dice I use become the new values for these. So there's like other choices in how you use your dice. And then I got to eat some food as well. And the day advances and I try again. And your main resource is your health and your time. If you run out of hearts in your hut here, you lose the game. Or if you get to the day for your scenario, again, that's day 10 for SOS. If I get there and I still have not gotten to the mountaintop and built the flag, I lose. There's a few other things going on in the game. First of all, you have your character. There's 3 to choose from in the version I was sent. So the hunter will get a free star towards the hunting action. Right now we can hunt a rabbit in our current location, but as we move, that'll become a more valuable but also tougher foe. And the stars come from the value of the action die used to move the meeple and get the action to happen. You'll see all that in a second. You also have your friend. This is whenever you move the meeple, you can, instead of resolving the action you landed on, you can move your friend. Or you can construct an invention. This is pretty much all of them. There's a couple that are more scenario specific, but these are the ones that I'm going to be looking at. And yeah, when you move your friend, it goes up, and eventually you can get a bonus from it as you kind of build it up. And there's a bunch of different friends. I'm using Wednesday instead of Friday, I guess. And then to build the inventions, you'll have a certain number of stars you need from the action, which resources you need to get rid of. Many of them will require you having built rope to make it first, and the flag is one of those. So I need to at least build the rope and the flag to win the scenario, as well as getting to the mountaintop. But hey, I also might want some fire, or a basket to gather stuff better, or a stone knife to make my hunting. Ooh, actually, make my hunting better. That'd be a good one for me, being a hunter. So yeah, that's kind of the overview of things. Let's get into the first round and really explain how things go. Okay, so first in the morning, I'm going to roll the 3 dice and arrange them. And one of them is gray. We'll get to why that matters in a moment. Okay, so I got 2, 5, and 3. And I'm going to arrange them from lowest to highest, like here. And the lowest one is going to move this event disc that many, in this case 2 spaces. And I've landed on a spot that lets me get a wood or a stone. Looking at the action spaces, I'm going to have the ability to get a stone pretty easily, but not a wood. So I will go ahead and take the stone. Maybe not. Yeah, let's take the stone, just because I'm seeing that there's a lot more wood in my path that I can get more easily. Now, I will note that if I had stone, each resource has like its own like special use. It has a little reroll symbol here. I could reroll 1, 2, or all 3 dice for 1 stone. You can do that as many times as you want. So if I didn't like the event or I didn't like the actions. To break things down a bit, higher numbers are generally better for action success and rewards, but they are worse for the weather and the raids you'll have to face. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to do wood because I was thinking I might do things differently. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so now I go to the action phase. This is the most important part of the game. So I'm going to pick one die at a time in whatever order I want, and I will move the meeple that many spaces and then resolve the action I land on. Or again, I can move my friend, or I can make an invention. But the value of the die I use will give me a certain number of stars, which for most of the actions determines how successful it is. So as an example, if I used the 2 to move 2 around, I would land on the get stone times your number of stars space, and a 2 gives you 1 star, 2 or 3, so I would get a single stone from that action. If I instead chose to resolve the 5 first, I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I would hunt, and I would have Fis for hunting, which has to at least equal your target or exceed it, times the number of stars, which for 4 or 5 is 2. So I would have enough to hunt the rabbit, which, hey, maybe I want to do. Now, a few little wrinkles, which you'll see up here. With a 1 value die, it gets you no stars, but you can move backwards or forwards with it to kind of place yourself better. And then with a gray die, you can do the same thing. So I could right now use this 2 to move backwards instead of forwards. But the other really big consideration is that the first die you use is going to go in this first spot, which will move down to the lightning bolt space. That does nothing unless a card indicates it does, like the flag has a use for it. But generally that's like kind of a free spot, so your first die is not going to hurt you. But then your second die goes to the weather space. If it's a 1 or a 2 in a later round, you'll take no damage. If it's a 3 or 4, you'll lose 1 roof or take 1 damage. If it's a 5 or 6, you'll lose 2 roofs or take 2 damage, or whatever the difference is there. And then similarly for the raid spot, if it's a 5 or 6, you'll get attacked by your current animal based on your area. Here, a rabbit would steal my food. But if it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, then nothing bad happens. So you kind of ideally want to use the higher values for this one, but that might not be where the actions you want to do are located. So yeah, lots to think about. Here I am going to take the safe spots. I'm going to do a 5 for my first action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which lets me hunt. I've got 2 stars. Which gives me 2 fists, plus 1 for my character, 3, plus, since I'm a hunter, I get a free star for the hunt action, 4, way more than enough to successfully hunt a rabbit, which is going to give me 1 leather and 1 food. You just track that there. So leather, by the way, can be discarded at any time to move your friend 1. And food can be discarded on a 1-for-1 basis to increase the value of a die, not for movement, but for calculating stars. Like here, if I needed 1 more attack to get to a 6 for the 3 stars, I could have discarded 1 food. Again, it doesn't change how you move. The movement one is wood. You can discard 1 wood at any time to move your meeple 1 space in either direction, not resolving the action, just setting you up on a more advantageous spot so that you can get to the right action you want to go to. And you can also take damage for either of those uses, the food or the wood use, moving your meeple or increasing your die value for stars. But, damage is what keeps you alive, so I don't really want to do that. Okay, next one. I'm going to use the 3, which will give me bad weather. Should I not use the 3? I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, it's fine. So I'm going to use the 3 to go 1, 2, 3. And I'm getting food equal to the stars. So it's 1 star. Yeah, I could discard a food to make it a 4 and get 2 stars and get 2 food, but it'd be the same number of food no matter what. So we're just going to take our 1 food and be happy about it. And then finally, I'll use the gray for the 3rd spot. So I could go 2 backwards. This would be building a roof for my hut to stop weather. If I had 1 leather and 1 wood, I could do it, but I'd rather just tank the damage. And I'm going to go 2 to here. I can get a food, a wood, or a stone. I'm kind of thinking I want to build a basket, so I'm going to get a stone. The basket is a nice all-purpose invention. First of all, you only need a star on whichever die you took the action with. Remember, any action can be used for inventing. So I only need 1 star, so it's easy to make. I need a wood, a stone, and a leather. I have all of those. And then for the rest of the game, anytime I gather stone, I'll get an extra stone. Anytime I gather wood, I'll get an extra wood. That seems pretty darn good to me. All right, so that's the end of round 1. So first, I have to eat a food or take a damage. I've got enough food for now, so that's fine. Then I resolve the weather, which is currently a 1. I'm looking at the bottom die. Then I resolve the raid, also a 1. So that's sunny weather, no attack, we're good. All these dice come to my hand, so I won't have the flexibility of the gray backwards move this time. And we are looking at a single roof loss or heart loss from some rain next turn, but no beast attack, no anything else. And finally, the day advances 1, which has no negative. The next time, it'll raise the beast die up by 1 value. So a 4, 5, or 6 will be dangerous instead of just a 1 through 3. And that's the end of the first round. Let's briefly talk about the actions I didn't take. This one moves you. You need a number of stars from the die equal to the path from where you're going. So like here, I would get a food when I move that way. And whenever you cross one of these lines and get to a new flag, you get to a new hunting thing. So here I'd start having deer. It makes the raid more dangerous to you. It makes the value you need to successfully hunt higher, but it also gets you better rewards. So with me being a good hunter, I probably want to get to the deer space pretty quickly. And then when I cross here, I'll be in boar territory, but I have to get, remember, to the top of the mountain to win the game. Other actions, this one you spend 1 stone and 1 wood to build 2 fences. Those oppose most raid attacks. So fences are good for raiding. Roofs are good for weather. Hunting, you already saw. That one heals you a number of hearts equal to the stars. I think that's all the main actions. All right, day 2 of 10. Here we go. That's a lot of 3s. I don't love having no choices. I guess they're not dangerous for the weather of the beasties, but yeah, I could spend my 1 stone. I don't want to. I want to invent, remember? So 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's a free friend move, which gets me nothing yet. If I remember any die, like any action move, I can just move my friend up. And then at any time when I'm doing an action for this friend, I could reduce it to get an extra star or an extra 2 stars. All right, so this seems pretty basic, right? Move 3 to get wood. It's 1, or if I spend food to raise it up, it's 2. I'm going to do that. Let's get myself 2 wood. Boom. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the basket. Well, I don't want to build it yet because that was actually a pretty good action. Okay, and then 3, 1, 2, 3 to heal. I don't need to do that. So let's use that one to build our basket because I do have at least 1 star for inventing. So I'm going to spend my only stone, 1 wood, 1 leather. And now I have the little basket bonus for the rest of the game, making this action spot and this action spot better. And then I'll do my last 3. I guess that's okay. I sort of want to spend a wood to like move it here to travel, or spend a wood to move it 1 more and get stone, which would get me 2 stone for 1 wood, but I guess it's okay. I mean, the next thing I probably want to build is the rope, but I need, 3 stars for that, which would mean a 6, or like spend some food to make the die better. That one's pretty tough, but I need 2 wood, which I have, food, which I have. I don't have any leather. I got to be hunting more. But anyway, for now, it's fine. I'm going to take the stones since I don't have any, I think. Although, yeah, I guess I don't need any yet. And in fact, the flag is also a ton of wood and leather. Maybe I don't want to get, yeah, maybe I'll get wood here. I'll get another wood. Never mind. All right, and remember, nothing ever bad happens from this die. The weather is a 3 or 4. I don't have a roof, so I do take 1 out of 5 life. And then no beast attacks here. These all move. Oh, sorry, I got to eat 1 food to not starve. These all move down, and the day raises this up to a 4, which still won't hurt me. So the only negative this turn is another 1 damage from the weather in a second. And the next day is not going to bring anything bad, so that's cool. And all right, here we go. Ooh, we got a 6. I don't know if I can possibly get the 2 leather I need to build the rope, but if I could, that would be awesome. And all right, 3 is the lowest, which I'm totally fine with. Let's get me another food so I don't starve. And all right, the 6 is a big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I need to heal 3. Now, if I go to 3, I'll get to there. So that's, well, I guess I might want to use the 6 first since it's going to be the most negative thing. But I really like getting the wood. Well, also, at least right now, until I move more, raiding with a rabbit is like not bad at all. So yeah, I'll try to use the 6 as the last one to go there. All right, so either way, let's do a 3. 1, 2, 3. That would normally be 1 wood. Since I have the basket, it's 2. So I now have more than enough wood for almost anything, which means I can move my my guy around if I need to. Then I could do the 3 here to rest, which is meh. Or I could do the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. 1, 2, 3, and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would give me more wood again. I don't really want that. I need to move, y'all. I could spend 2 wood to get to here, and then go 1, 2, 3. You know, as much as I was saying that I don't need stone, I am seeing that a stone knife would let me get +1 leather every time I hunt, and would give me an extra fist for hunting, so I'd have a 2 minimum. But I need 3 stone for it. So maybe I should get stone. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna use 2 wood to move 2 backwards. And that's not necessarily great. But then I'm gonna use the 3 to move forward, and that one will go on the weather. 1, 2, 3, which will get me hunting. I have 1 star here, and then I have my inherent 1 attack. So that's enough to get to the 2. So I will get a leather and food. Leather is the main thing I'm worried about here. And then also, here's what I really wanted. The 6 here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be 3 plus 1 for my basket. 4 wood, stone, which is already more than enough to build the stone knife. I like that. And all right, so we got to eat a food or take a damage. We got to take a damage from no roof. It seems like it's going to be the thing for a while, isn't it? And then no attack from the bunnies. Is this like Monty Python bunnies? I don't really want those to attack me. Boom, boom, boom. And the day advances. I gotta get a move on, y'all. Like badly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta move 5 times in 6 days. Oh my god. Maybe I should have shown you the first quest. Even the second one is already pretty hard. Okay, a 2, a 4, 4. Now, it's gonna raise the... Oh, I guess it was already a 6. So that's good. It can't increase. That doesn't hurt me at all. That doesn't help me either. I could re-roll those with my stone, but I didn't really want to. All right, well, let's try to make things not so negative for me. Let's do a 4 first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want to do this? I can spend a leather and a wood to build 2 roofs, so I won't be getting hurt from the rain for slightly. I don't know. The big thing is I need to move. So let's spend a wood to go backwards, I guess. Or maybe forwards. Sure, forwards. And then I'll use the 2 to go here and move. That gets me 1 star, which is enough. So I go here. I'm still in Bunnyland, but I get a free food from the space I went on to. And then my 4 is going to get me wood. Or should I hunt again? Oh, no. I guess I need the wood. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Although I could also build my stone knife, because that's 2 stars. I do need wood, but I need leather as well. Let's build the knife. Let's build the knife. Okay, so that's going to cost me... That was 2 stars from a 4. Cost me 3 of my stone. So now I've got 2 base attack and a free star whenever I hunt. So I really need to get to nastier prey. And I'll get an extra leather. All right, and nothing happens from that. We lose 1 roof from the rain, and the bunny wabbit eats 1 of our food. These all come down. The weather is fine, but yeah, the raid die is going up by 1, so we're going to get attacked. We got 5 days left, y'all. So you have to make sure I'm always moving. I have to make sure I'm always... Oh, God. Might be okay. The 1s can move backwards at least. It means we probably won't face bad weather. Oh, God, wait. A 1 would make me lose all my food. I'll use a stone to reroll. I don't mind the 2 to move my friend for free. So let's just reroll the 1 and see what that comes up with. Okay, another 3. Cool. So then we move 2. We get a free friend move. So I do have an extra star whenever I need one. Love that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 2 and then 3, or 3 and then 2 will get me to the place. I do think 3 and then 2 is the way to go. So I'll do a 3 here. 1, 2, 3. That heals me 1 star. Heck yeah. Not quite back to full, but I'm somewhere. And then I'll do the 2. Make the weather not bad. And I can move again, which is going to get me to the deer place. I'm going to get raided by a deer, but I get 1 wood. Let's see how this deer is looking. Need 3 attack to fight them. That shouldn't be too hard. They do a fence or eat 2 of our food. Oh, man. Well, at least I'll have already eaten 1. But yeah. Oh, man, but they give me 3 leather now with my stone knife. Leather won't be as tough to get. And if I can kill one, I get 2 food. Unfortunately, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I guess I don't have the resources to build a fence. So I could use some wood here, or I could also move with my hearts. It cost me 2 wood/hearts to get to hunt with the 3. Or no, only 1 if I move backwards, because the gray can go backwards. Yeah. Because I still need to build a rope, which, by the way, would let me get an extra roof or an extra fence whenever I take those building actions. And I need 2 more leather for it. So, okay, let's use 1 wood or life. Let's do wood for now to go backwards there. And then move backwards with the gray. 1, 2, 3. So 3 gives me 1 star. And then I have an attack from my stone knife. I have an attack from me. So that's 3 already. Plus 1, 4 by 3. So I'm still a bit stronger than I need to be. So I get 2 food. I get 3 leather, because my stone knife is helping me skin them better. Excellent. And now I resolve this. Nothing. Attack. Eats 2 of my food. Oh, and I already ate 1 food to not take a damage as well. But then these come down very innocuously. Nothing bad next turn. Even with the beast die going up to a 4. Wait, that was not a 4. 2. Don't you try to mess me up, game. So nothing bad is going to happen next turn. But weather. Oh, and then beast weather. Oh my gosh. All right, that's fine. And I need to move 1, 2, 3 more times in 4 turns. That's not horrific. Although, gosh, it's hard to move up the mountain. Look at those 3 stars each time. Okay, it's okay. I do have my friend to help me move. That get me stars. I could get some stone. We'll see. Gonna survive. We're gonna survive. Maybe not with that roll, but we're gonna survive. I'd have no stone to reroll it. That's just how it's happening. So, oh, that's annoying. I have to lose 1 fence and 1 roof if I have them. There goes the roof. And remember, 1s can move you backwards. So I could, like, here get... I don't think the X... Does the X mean no stars, or does that mean you don't do the action? I'm assuming it just means you don't do the action. I think. I don't know. Although I guess weather's going to go up 1. So I would love to do the 1 second here. I am running low on food. What if I did the 3 to the food? And then the 1 to move, oh no, even if I use my friend, it wouldn't be enough. Oh, I could use a food on a friend. Yeah, this is not great. Okay, so I'm going to do the 3 to get food. It's only 1, which is not really enough. Then I'm going to use the 1, not moving backwards, to move. That's currently 0 stars. I'm going to use Wednesday for 1 star, and I'm going to spend a food to make that 1 count as a 2 for the 2nd star. And that gets me a wood. Okay, and where's my last action landing me? On stone. I guess I might need stone for rerolls, right? That would get me 2 stone. So, sure. And my dice are very nice for bad things happening to me. Okay, so that's 2 stone with my basket. I still have enough leather. I can actually make the rope if I can get 3 stars for it. So I need to like get a 6 or use my stone to re-roll until I get a 6 or something. All right, so nothing bad here. A 2 is not bad enough. It's sunny. There's no angry deer attack. But I do have to eat a food or take a damn... Oh, gosh. I mean, I assume I'll get more food, but I do need a food to build the rope. You know what? I'm going to take the damage instead of the food this time. I think I'm allowed to starve myself just because I want to be able to build the rope if a 6 comes up. Okay, we're going around 7, and very happily, the weather is not going to hurt us at all. Nothing's going to hurt us next turn. But day 8, geez, both are going to go up. All right. Whoa, those are bigger values. Cool, cool. So if I can get some extra food to boost it, I can definitely get the 6 to invent the rope. That's cool. And, ooh, this is lovely. Free wood or stone. I'll take the wood. I kind of would have rather had food, but that's okay. So I can do a 3 to hunt, and then that would get me, like, the food and stuff I need. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I could maybe use a wood to make it a 4 to travel. Yeah, because at 5, I only need 1 more to climb up the mountain. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be a hunt. I could hunt twice. That's actually not the... Oh, no, that's right. I wanted to invent. But hunting twice wouldn't be too bad for me. I would get a ton of food and a ton of leather. But then I would be, if I do 3, 5, 5, I'm setting myself up for all my worst dice to hit me. I'd be attacked by a deer, and I'd get double. I'd get snowed on. You know what? I think I'm going to try it. I don't know. So 1, 2, 3. I'm hunting. Totally fine. Okay, that's 1 star. 2, 3, 4. More than enough. Get 2 food and 2 pelts. And then wood back 1, right? 1, 5. Yeah, wood back 1. And I'll do the 5, but I'll spend a wood or food to treat as a 6, which lets me climb up here. Oh, man, into pig territory. Okay, but I got the stone. I only got to move 1 more time, but I still got to build the rope and the friggin' flag. What are these guys? 4 attack. That I can handle. 3 food and 2. Oh, man, but 2 fences, or I lose a food and a health. Great. Okay, I'm gonna do a 5. 3, 4, 5. But I mean, I could beat the pig and get a lot more food and leather. But I think I need to build the rope, right? Or can I build the rope later? I don't know. I'm just worried about getting enough results that have 3 stars to build both of these. Yeah, let's build the rope. Okay, so I'll spend a food to make the 5 count as a 6, so I can invent a 3 star. That's my other food. I'm going to starve. Am I going to die? Both my only woods, 2 of my leathers. But I get a rope now, which will let me build fences and roofs that I should be building, but I'm not. Better. Okay, cool. And now if I can get 2 more wood and 1 more... oh, I forgot about this. I can use this at any time to raise up my friends. So maybe I can get some extra stars that way. But yeah, if I can get 1 more leather and 2 more wood, move 1 more time, and somehow not die, I can win. Okay, and this was the nice round. Nothing bad happens. Except I don't have a food, so I do starve. But next round, oh my god, I'm getting snowed on. I'm getting mauled by wild boars. I don't know if I'm going to survive that, y'all. And yeah, look, they're both, just to make sure I got the message, they're both going up to 6s. So I have 2 more days to move one, invent a flag, but really mainly to not die. If I had more resources, maybe I could build like a roof and a thing. Okay, 3, 5, 6. I could re-roll that a lot. I mean, the 5 and the 6 are good because I can invent and like move with them. The 3 would get me a free friend move. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. So 3 to get my friend up. Remember, I can use some extra leather to get them higher. You know, I have a lot of extra stone. I'm actually going to re-roll the 5, I think. I guess the 3 didn't happen yet then. I think just the 5. Okay. Oh man, that would make, well, I guess you can't get any angrier. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I don't see how I'm going to survive this with these rolls. I don't know. Let's re-roll all of them. I don't really know what I want. You got a 2, 3, 4. Okay, that would make me lose 2 food I don't have. Fine. All right, let's, I don't know, use the 4 first to travel. I'm going to use all 3 of my levers. I'm going to die, y'all. All 3 of my leathers to get plus 2 stars so I can travel successfully. At least I got to the top of the mountain. I can say that I partially completed my goal. But now I'm still going to die. Yeah. Darn it. I don't know. I'll use a 2 to move to here and get 2 stone that I totally don't need. And then I'll use a 3 to move to here. I have 1 star from the 3, 1 fist, 2 fists, plus my hunter thing. So that's just enough to get them. So I do get some food and some leather. But then I freeze to death horribly even before the pig comes in to find me. He does eat my food, and he probably eats my corpse too, but darn it. So I did get to the mountaintop, and I had almost enough leather to make the flag. I did not have the wood, and I also did not have the life force because I was dead. A smarter person than me probably could have won that one, but let's get to my thoughts on the game. So first of all, yes, you can't get away from the fact that this game is heavily inspired by the Robinson Crusoe game. And I think it has a lot of the challenge of that game. It, of course, does not have like the variety. Yes, you've got these different missions and they do kind of require different things of you, but generally they just mean you're going farther and doing some specific things. Like in the first one, you just got to hunt a deer and make a rope. Oh, you know, I definitely succeeded on that. I don't know if I did it within 6 days, but I definitely did. Oh, actually, I didn't build the rope, did I? No, I did. Yeah, I did build the rope. And then the third one is to get down here and make the dog your friend. The fourth one is to get all the way over here and fight the tribesmen here. And the fifth one is to get all the way to the raft and escape. So there is going to be some repetitiveness in the quest, but I think they do each have kind of their own inventions that are important. They each send you down somewhat different paths on the island. And interestingly, like the last couple give you a lot more options. Like for fight, do you want to go this way or this way? You know, and they each have their kind of pros and cons. But the big thing is this is a tiny game at a much lower price point than Robinson Crusoe. And I still think it's a blast. This dice mechanic, I love it. It reminds me a lot of Nautilian, which is one of the Oniverse games that I enjoy, because there you're rolling 3 dice and you're applying them. And you want to apply them in ways that are best for you. And it also has kind of like a strict movement thing similar to this rondel thing here. But you also want to apply them in such a way so they don't do the worst things to you. So here you're having so many thoughts on what to do with your dice. Which event do you want to have? Which actions you want to take? Yes, it might be in your best interest to use like a lower die first, but then you're going to be putting a higher die on the weather and on the raid. So everything with this is my jam. I like it. It's got a ton of tactical choice. Like, as simple as the game might appear to be, you are constantly having to think about how you want to resolve this. When do you want to use hearts? When do you want to use wood? When do you want to use your food? When do you want to use your stone? All that stuff is just fascinating and cool. And the way like the game kind of ramps up the difficulty, the days having worse events, the animals you got to face getting tougher, but then also you leveling up with your inventions and things. You know, I barely scratched the surface with this. I could have gotten a bed where I would have healed my life better and had 2 more max life, or a blueprint that gives me some extra luck mitigation with this extra red die, or a fire that would have made the weather not as bad. That would have been beautiful. It would have gotten me food faster, or an axe to get me wood faster, give me more attack. The flag would have let me made the extra die, the one on the lightning bolt, to potentially move my friend. You know, there's lots of fun stuff. And hey, you can even get a watchdog to feed them food to stop the wild beasts from attacking you. Like, thematically, it's fun. There's lots of like combos with the items. You might build different things based on which quest you're playing. It has a lot of the DNA of Robinson Crusoe or another like survival adventure game. But yeah, again, for me at least, these dice in some ways put it above those games because I never loved the dice in Robinson Crusoe, for example, but I love this dice puzzle. This is like, again, just catnip for me in terms of what I like to see in tactical solo games. So yeah, that's Dieson Crusoe. I think it's a blast, and you can go check it out. It should be on crowdfunding now. I certainly want to play more of it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.